Hey, guess who's back? Guess who's back? Yeah, you know what time it is. Your boy back. Shit, I had a rhyme for this and it didn't work out. Anyway, it's nostalgia night and the feeling's right. It's nostalgia night. Oh, what a night. It's nostalgia night and the feeling's right. Alright, let's start off right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and admit that I tore the cover off of this one at some point in time. Not quite sure when, but it must have happened. I'd say for how old the magazine is, still in pretty good condition. We're trying a new setup tonight. Not quite sure how well it's going to work. It looks a lot clearer on my OBS than it does on my other screen, but we're going to rock with it. Hopefully everybody had a good Thursday. As you know, my Thursdays are my Fridays, so I'm booming. The issue, I just started up a minute ago, and the issue I had with it is Facebook has a thing called Hanging Out, which is supposed to be like Twitch's chatting, just chatting. And for some reason, every time I tried to place it under the category of just hanging out, it just wouldn't allow me to stream to Facebook. It kept giving me an error code. So right now, it's just under Dead by Daylight. I mean, I know that's not what we're playing. A couple people will probably be pissed off once they click it, but who cares? They'll understand. Maybe I can change it in the settings afterward. Alright, so without further ado, drum roll please. Let's get this night off right. Ooh wee, H&R pumping stuff. We'll give it a little bit of time, see if we can't get one or two more people in here before we fire up. Start to get these pages flipping. Oh, 2 as a crew is what I say. That's all I needed. So, welcome to tonight's Nostalgia Night. As you can see, you might be able to see, it's kind of in bad shape. Issue 110, November 1997, GamePro. Got a bunch of shit scratched off on the side. Blah, blah, blah. Let's keep it centered. So, apparently the first page right off the rip is a Star Wars game. Star Wars Masters of Tarashikashi. I don't even know what that is. It looks like a fighting game. If you look at the pictures, it kind of looks like a fighting game. So, all right. 21 watts of gaming power. God, look how old they were, bro. Look how big this thing is. It's even got the speakers built in on the sides. It's amazing. $199. That was after the mail-in rebate. You can get it from Best Buy. Holy shit, who remembers Funko Land? And KB Toys. And EB Games. Electronic Boutique. Alright, here we go. We got the... Let's center this up a little bit. We got the... Looks like the index page, maybe. A little bit of NHL Breakaway 98. I was never a sports fan. Everybody who knows me knows this. Well, apparently it looks pretty cloudy on the game. Oh, well, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. You can read that a little bit. That's not bad. I feel like I should have pre-gamed before I started the show. Oh, look at the Ghost in the Shell game. That was one of my first ever animes. that I ever watched was the Ghost in the Shell anime. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite fondly. It probably gave me my little bit. It probably gave me what I would consider my start into the anime franchise. You know what I mean? Let's put that out for later. What else we got in here? It looks like we got a pro strategy guide section for Abe's Odyssey. The Fighter's Edge tip bonus was for Street Fighter EX. And there was also a GamePro strategy guide for Vampire Savior, which was I want to say it's a Dark Stalkers video game. I believe that's correct. Just some more table of contents. And guys, if you can't read everything, don't feel bad. I'm gonna zoom in on stuff that I'm interested in and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I really wish it would kind of focus up though. Almost like it needs to zoom in just a little bit more, huh? Alright, well, we'll keep going. Mortal Kombat Mythologies. I don't even quite remember this one. Must have been Nintendo 64 from the logo down here in the corner. Oh, it's PlayStation 1 too. Not sure what this game was. Does anybody remember this game? I don't quite remember this game as well as I thought I would. World War Freak. 7 super soldiers, 11 real-time combat missions, and 1,000 genetic mutations, 1,000,000 ways to die. How come this looks like, some of these guys look like X-Men. Youngblood, Search and Destroy. Looks pretty basic. If you look down here in these little cap, oh, let's see if we can get it focused. The ring light might fuck us. Looks pretty basic for a game, I mean. Yeah, the ring light's screwing us up. Alright, well, we'll put it back down. Looked a little bit more focused when it was down, didn't it? Return Fire 2. This must have been like maybe an airplane game or something. I mean, not airplane, but like a Apache fighter type game. Sports. NBA Live 98. Because they always release the year after, or the year after. So if it's 97, they release 98. I mean, I think they do that with the 2K games and everything still. Head to head. Hey, they take that. That's words of advice right there. A family that plays together stays together. Oh, that's not what it says. That's what it should say, though. Star Wars Monopoly at Walmart. Back in 98. Think about that. Special collector's edition. I bet you if you had this would be some money right now for you. I'm almost positive that'd be some money for you. Hey! Do you remember this, bro? This is Croc. This is Croc. I remember this. I want to say this was almost like I want to say it was reminiscent of Crash Bandicoot, maybe? Was it a platformer? I think it was a platformer. Look, though, watch it. You see his competition. There's Crash right there. Mario. Tomb Raider. Now look at the next page. Delicious. Couple of Q&As from the readers. Nothing interesting enough to read. None of the questions are interesting enough to read, at least. I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? MDK. I slightly touched on that the last nostalgia night because it was in one of the magazines that was like a year before this, so I'm gonna assume that it came out now. Look at the Sidewinder gamepad. Look at Microsoft being innovative with their stuff. Their little gamepads.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what's up, CC? Shit, I got that turned up light as hell. Y'all probably double heard that just now. What's up, CC? Welcome to the channel. Just a casual night tonight. I do a nostalgia night where we go down memory lane on old magazines and stuff I have from my collection. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you're finding the content to your liking. I tried to put it under I tried to put it under hanging out on Facebook, but it would not let me go live under that category. So I had to put it under Dead by Daylight. So I probably should change it to Sea of Thieves. That's got a bigger market than Dead by Daylight. But yeah, just ignore the title if you're on Facebook. I'll get it changed here after we get done with the book and everything. Look at Duke Nukem 3D. Looks like there was in a patent dispute back in the 90s. 98. Maybe they had beef with some other makers. I wonder what happened right there. I don't want to read the whole thing. I was trying to get the gist of it just by scanning it. Looks like Duke Nukem 3D and informed that it was infringing upon patent 4,662,635, which covers the video game playback of live events. Since the company had not paid out a license fee to the patent holder, it was to immediately cease and desist. Oh, apparently they didn't pay somebody. That was the beef they had back in the 90s. Is apparently Duke Nukem didn't pay somebody. The lawyers got involved, like they always do. Look, this is MDK. Wow, it looks like garbage. You have fond memories of stuff that oh yeah, nothing. Just going through nostalgia night. I have much fonder memories of what games were back in the day than when I actually look at them again and realize, you know what I'm saying, that it's not what I thought it was. So, oh my God, look at this. This is Aliens Online. There was an online Aliens game back in '98. Don't mind the Band-Aid. I cut my finger at work today, and I smashed it a couple weeks ago on this. I need to clean my nails. Focus up, Jay. Focus up, Phoenix. What are you doing? You're gonna be here to see your pedicure or manicure, whichever one it is. While fans witness an alien resurrection at the box office, Kasami is giving Fox's acid-blooded beast a whole new life online. Man, I kind of low-key wish I had got in on this. Could you imagine this? Playing this back in the 1997 online? It was probably just like maybe a Duke game or a Doom. You had to get it at alienonline.com was the URL, and supported browsers were Netscape, Internet Explorer, and AOL. Windows 95 was required. Damn, just 16 megabytes of RAM is all you needed. It was currently in public beta. The game was free. Damn, look at that. It was still blessing people back all the way in the 90s. Grab the bull by the horns. This is a Lamborghini commercial. No, yeah, this Lamborghini 64. Overseas prospects.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's just talking about international gaming at the time. What's up, Ariel? Thank you for the like. Welcome to Nostalgia Night. The Lost World Jurassic Park. We checked this out at one point in time, didn't we? No, maybe not. I feel like I played that when I was a kid. Clay Fighters 63 and a third. I like that. I guess because it was 64. It was for the Nintendo 64. I don't know what they were playing on that one, though. Came out in October of this year. Or not this year, of 97. That was one of my more favorite fighting games, but when it was back a little bit older than what it is now, you know what I mean? Like, I liked it before the 64 version of when it was on like the Super Nintendo and stuff. Interplay had a strong foothold back then, I felt like. Bushido Blade. Games like this probably paved the way for what we have now is the samurai game. What's that samurai game that just came out? Shadows Die Twice or something like that? Or Shadows Don't Die? I don't know. Felony 1179. And they wonder why our generation came up or grew up so weird. You're serving up mass destruction and roadkill as the main course. Since we were kids, we've been taught to blow up shit and kill people. Hey, what's up, Corky? Yeah, man. Sorry. First off, let me go ahead and apologize if you can't necessarily see the words really clear right here. You know, it's a little bit out of focus, I can tell. But I'm trying my best to read, and if we see anything really interesting, I'll bring it up to the light. The ring light's kind of screwing me when it comes to, like, look here, I'll show you. The ring light's kind of screwing me when I'm getting close to the focus, you know what I mean? But there you go. See, there's a little bit clearer looking at. So this is the old Lara Croft game, it looks like. Lara Croft game. Why did I call it that? It's the Tomb Raider game. I should be smacked for calling it the Lara Croft game. The hell is that? It looks like Lara Croft 2. In the season overrun by PlayStation sequels, there's a hands-on preview of one of the most highly anticipated sequels yet. Look at the weapon sheet. There was what? The automatic pistol, the harpoon gun. I feel like I remember this game pretty well. Well, I hope so, because it looks blurry as shit to me on my side, bro. I mean, my OBS stream looks really good, but I'm also watching my Twitch stream, and it looks super blurry. So hopefully it's like, look, when I put my hand on it, watch it focus up. Oh shit, it didn't do it. I feel stupid. Anyway. Power boats. VR sports motor racing. That wasn't VR though, was it? Oh, it was just because I guess they considered VR between first person and no cam and flow cam mode. So first person was VR for them back there, I guess. Twist, turn, and burn, baby. Extreme G. I don't even know what this is. Only on the Nintendo 64. Obviously, you can see in the 97s and 98s, it was getting to the point where 64 was definitely starting to take its hold. I think maybe the regular Nintendo was probably faded out by that point. What is this? Red asphalt. How come all I'm getting is a bunch of freaking damn ads? I thought this one was gonna have a lot more stuff in it. Oh, here we go. We're starting to get some stuff. The Master Blasters. Where's my chair? I gotta reposition myself. I sat down different tonight because I knew I was going to try the lighting situation different. You know what I'm saying? Bring my chair over here now, though. My old bones can't take it. Oh, here we go. We'll just drop it down. Y'all heard that? Y'all heard that lever action? So, let's not knock my camera over. I don't believe I actually played this one at all, to be honest with you. Star Wars Masters of Terrace-Kashi? I'm probably not saying that right at all. Probably butchering the hell out of that. The Force. What was okay? Luke's force power was reverse projectile mode. This enables Luke to reverse an enemy projectile and turn his deadly power back on an opponent. Hold on, let me show you some of these. So, ring light, you suck. Boo! There we go. That's a little bit. You can see it a little bit. Hold on. Although Fett does not use the Force, his flamethrower has power equivalent to a full Force meter. Despite her limited Jedi training, Leia's innate strength in the Force enables her to redirect energy to heal her body. I'm just going to read these. It's not like y'all think I'm lying to you, right, when I'm reading it. Why the hell was she in this? Game Brain, the official PlayStation strategy guide. It had Blastos, it had Armored Core, Blasto, Crash Bandicoot 2, Fighting Force, Final Fantasy 7, NFL Game Day 98, Oddworld's Odyssey, Tomb Raider 2, Treasures of the Deep. Also includes extra special preview of Parappa the Rappel. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. I remember that shit. That shit was fire, bro. I don't know what this is, though. I don't understand what this is. Oh, it's a home video, son. And look to you, it's brought by MTV. What the hell was going on in the 90s? Look at MTV bringing you a home video version of a strategy guide called the Game Brain. So you actually had to watch this on a VHS in order to see the strategy guide? Yo, the internet is undefeated, son. Thank God for Google. Could you imagine having to hook up your VCR and watch a literal strategy guide and then go back and play the next part of the game? That would be crazy. Okay, let's read the rest. Oh yeah, let's see what the rest of the force powers were. Teresa Kasi, Sphere Shock. At lower levels, Arden can summon a personal Tarashi Kashi. I am completely probably killing that word. Energy sphere, but at full force power, she unleashes an inescapable and unblockable Tarashi Kashi sphere shockwave. I'm just making up words now. Hora the Tusken Raider. Let's see what Han Solo's power was. Han, a skeptic about the Force as Boba Fett, skeptical about the Force as Boba Fett, he can nevertheless redirect the power of the Force to his blaster, which will guide his gun so that it can fire multiple shots and inflict serious damage. Look at Chewbacca. The force that Chewbacca accumulates is soon transformed into Wookiee Onslaught, a sort of berserk mode that few will be able to defend against. The Napalm Hitfire from Thork, the Gamorrean Guard. I bet you I've got a Star Wars fan in here like crying right now probably. Like, oh my god, he's killing it. He's butchering the names. What the hell is this? Checkmate? TV. Dude, this was 3D TV back in 1997. Don't laugh, just wet your face. Yeah. This was 3D TV back in 1997 with the little box and glasses that you see right here. It allowed you to have, I guess, images that popped out. Look, that's how you know I'm a true collector, baby. That's how I know I'm a true collector. You see my cards? My cards are still in here. This is to subscribe to the monthly Sega thing. Yes, sir. I'm a true collector, baby. I'm a true fan. More hockey games. I'm probably going to have to hold this down for a second. I swear to God, this whole magazine's just been ad after ad. What is this? Oh, here was Sega's next... Was this their next main system? Sega may be number 3, but it's definitely trying harder. Last summer was a lot of hoo-ha on the video game info pipeline. What it... the bottom line, play for today's, no doubt Sega's as well. Sony is the next generation. I don't know what this is. It will house a CPU based on Hitachi's SH4 microprocessor, 16 megabits of system RAM, and a 12 by or 16 by CD drive, and Windows CEO operating system. It's like they were making a baby computer or something. I played a few racing games when I was growing up. I wasn't, like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of I'm not the biggest fan of sports stuff, whether it be racing or some kind of football or anything like that, you know what I mean? Treasures of the Deep sounds familiar. Yeah, definitely sounds familiar. You know what? Low-key, I don't like underwater games. I'm not scared of underwater so much to where I just won't go, but I just don't like the game in general. Like, it's something about being underwater. I don't like getting knocked off the boat when the Meg's in the water on Sea of Thieves. Oh, look at the Resident Evil. Was this the first one? This is the first Resident Evil, right? Available January 1998. It was 60% complete at this time. No, this is Resident Evil 2. I see the 2. I didn't see the 2 at first. I'm slacking. Diddy Kong Racing, did that come out that year? Don't look like it. It might have been really close. It probably dropped in 98. I spent some time with this. I think anybody who played Mario Kart spent time with this because it was just an idea of pretty much playing Mario Kart with different characters with the Donkey Kong universe. MDK I gave a little bit of time to. I know that. We talked about that the last episode of what was going on. I'm low-key liking how they were giving you an update on the completion status of most of these games. Like if they were like, well, if you're reading it now and it's got 70%, you could assume however much more, however long, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is a poster. It was a double fold out. And it was, this is a advertisement for the game Nightmare Creatures. I do remember this game. I remember this game fondly. Yeah, you picked between a guy and a girl, I think. Right there's the two characters right there in the corner. And I remember always playing as the guy. I think because he had some kind of spear that I liked. The girl had the katana or the swords or something. Something like that. Let's fold this down. See if we can get it to tuck in properly. That was like a centerfold in a Playboy that just opened. It was a little bit creepy, yeah. Oh man, I wish my boy TCJ was in the building right now. We know he's a WWC Nitro fan and WCW NWO fan. Yeah, he's all around, bro. He's all about some wrestling, you know what I mean? Honestly, those particular games right there might have been the last time I ever even played one. I don't have to say it over and over. Y'all know I'm just not a fan of sports. I liked how they used the real life characters in as the pictures for selecting your character. So maybe we can see this a little bit better. Right there, you see it? Diamond Dallas Page and Sting right there. They were using the real photos from the wrestlers to actually put up there. I played Bomberman for sure. It looks like these were two racing games. Bomberman can be, I mean, it's not something I've played with in years, but it could definitely be fun when it was a group of friends. Because it was always usually like you were on the same page anyway as far as the split screen. And you could, because there was no reason to have split screen in it, because you were on the same map as far as where you needed to go. You could look at one screen and have all four players still understand where the controls were at. I thought that was pretty cool. Probably wasn't the first game that did that, but it's just the first one I remember that did that. Mega Man Neo sucked. I don't even have to tell you that. Well, I might have to tell some people, they might not know. This game sucked. I didn't care for it. It wasn't the true, to me, side-scroller Mega Man type game I was used to, like Mega Man X off the Super Nintendo. Can't say I remember Excalibur. The Namco Time Crisis gun? Who didn't want this? This thing was amazing. That was your bomb button, I think. Did you reload with the slide? I can't remember if you pulled the slide back to reload. See, look, they gave the little kid the gun. Hey kids, get one free and specially marked boxes of Time Crisis. Oh shit, they were selling it free. And I wish I had that right now. That'd be a nice part of the collection to add. What I remember of Time Crisis, to be honest with you, is when it was in the arcade. I don't think I actually messed with it too much whenever it was part of the console. Maybe because I always felt like it just wasn't going to be as responsive. But of course, I think they worked a lot of that stuff out, but I just never felt like it was going to be as responsive. Rush. I probably played Rush. See, once again, it was an arcade game to begin with that they were trying to bring to the household, the console. I think the arcade might have been dying out around this era, and they were trying to push more and more on the home console idea, and they wanted to capture those big name games that were in the arcade, such as Rush, maybe Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. Then again, that might have faded out way before. I might not know what the hell I'm talking about. I just assume right now. You guys are you gotta just be for the ride with me. Point Blank. That's another game that needed the gun to suit. Intelligent Cube. Even though that's not how you spell cube. Cube? How would you say that? It's with a Q. How would you say that word? Intelligent Cube? I've got to figure out this focus thing. See? There it goes. It clears up like daylight right here. Look. Bing. It's like it pops into focus all of a sudden, but it's just too close for everything. The ring light is too much. I have to get better lighting. Because who wants to look at a magazine like it's all on your face? I want to turn the page, you know what I'm saying? I think I can pretty much bypass all these games just because I didn't play them because they were sports. Or driving of some sort, nature. Pac-Man Ghost Zone? That doesn't even make sense to me. Why would Pac-Man ever come out of the 2D realm? Man, what the hell was I doing in 97? Because it doesn't look like... I can't remember a lot of these. Now, Rampage World Tour, I remember that. I do remember that. Beating the hell out of buildings and scooping people up off the ground to get health. They have a version of this at Dave & Buster's right now, but it's a lot harder. Of course, those games are already built for you to just pump money into them, you know what I'm saying? He's coming to get some... Duke! Look at that. I still got my little card. Duke Nukem. What is this? The GamePro section? Oh, this is PC. This is PC gaming back in 97. Fallout? Was Fallout the first game? Damn, it had a pretty good rating. I mean, I played a couple of the Fallout games. They weren't bad. I stopped at New Vegas. I didn't play New Vegas. Oh, Soul Blade and Tekken 2. So I'm almost positive Soul Blade became Soul Calibur at some point in time. I feel like I might have played the first one of Hexen, maybe not the second one, but I definitely played the first one. It was a first-person shooter type, but it was more of like a medieval settings. I don't remember Daikatana. King's Eternal Quest, or wait, King's Quest, Mask of Eternity. I read that completely wrong. It's like my whole mind went dyslexic for a second. Look at this. What is this? This is a pirate game? Oh man, they got the boats and everything. What if this was the beginning of Sea of Thieves and no one knew it? I'm gonna try something just real quick. I just want to try something real quick. I want to see if it does anything. I feel like it got worse. Could let these down. I really shouldn't mess with this right now. I know I shouldn't. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I know I shouldn't mess with this right now. I'm coming in for a little bit closer view. Coming in hot, hot. That's not bad. That's not bad. You can see a little bit more now, I think. I feel like that's not bad. Toasters like this don't come with new checking accounts. This was Fighting Force. I definitely played Fighting Force. And I remember using the big guy in the back. I definitely played Fighting Force. That was a fun 3D punch beat 'em up. You know what I'm saying? Hot at the arcade was Magic and Mayhem at the time. Oh, maybe Armageddon. It's just my fault. I'm reading that as Armageddon was the game. I think this was still during the Gauntlet Legends phase where people were playing with 4 on a team, and you had the mage and all that stuff. But that was at the arcade that you were running through like a pack of quarters. If you had a roll of quarters, you was good for a little while at the arcade. Shit wasn't nothing but like 25 cents to play a game at that time. This is definitely where I picked up my fighting game addiction. Well, not addiction, but any paralysis that I have for it is from here. Because I enjoyed the characters so much from Darkstalkers more than I did on various other fighting games. See, look, Baby Bonnie Hood, Lilith, Queen Bee. Yeah, these were... I enjoyed this fighting game a lot. This was fun. Honestly, I truly believe 2D fighters are king of fighting games. 2D fighters, for me, are just much better than 3D. I just never did get into the 3D thing. I played Soul Calibur a little bit, but not enough to make it... not enough to become a huge fan. You know what I'm saying? First aid faints for fainting. Why is that a thing? Act quickly to prevent the fall. If possible, have them put their head or lie down on the floor. Loosen the victim's clothes and wipe their hair with cool water. What? Oh, this is okay. It's because of the games. I was like, is this an actual help your buddy type section of the book? Like if he goes underneath? Critical depth. I don't think I played this at all. Maybe next time what we'll do is we'll focus in on one page and then we'll scan over to the next page. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I could get this a little bit closer, you guys would be able to actually read it. Hold on, let me do this again. I'm going to mess with it again. I'm doing it again. I'm messing with the thing again. I know I shouldn't. Does that help at all? I'll put it right there, maybe. It just personally, while I'm looking at the stream and I'm looking at this, it just personally doesn't look as good as once it gets to like right here. Once it gets to right there is when it seems like it's covered up. Like you can see it pretty good. Fuck yeah, let's drop it down again. We're gonna figure this out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get this worked out to where you guys can enjoy these things because I'm tired of the lighting being an issue for me. And I'm tired of guys not being able to see the book in all its glory. Alright, let's see if this did anything. It just doesn't want to focus up. One more time. Drop it one more time. And if it doesn't do right now, I'm just gonna be done with it. And we'll just continue to read the book. There we go. Right? Tell me that's not better. Tell me you can't see that better now. Maybe I need to move this up a little bit. Oh, no, that's fine, that's fine. Okay. So this is Mace the Dark Age. As you can see, some of the fun factors up there with like even with a limited number of gameplays, Mace packs enough fun gameplay to punch to knock out its Nintendo 64 competitors. If you like fighting games, Mace should be toward the top of your holiday wish list. And I don't even remember this game, to be honest with you, not like that. Not to say that it was bad or anything, I just don't remember it to be great. Yeah, I don't remember this at all. Pro tip, while playing as Pujo the Chicken, throw eggs at your opponent by tapping up and SK. See, now this is where my issue comes in right here. Look how much I have to like show you of the page in order for you to actually see it. What are these? Are these pagers? Dude, these are Motorola pagers from MTV. How crazy is that? I low-key want one of these right now. Win an MTV pager in 1 year of free service with MTV Pager Network. God, we was rocking the pagers back then, dude. We was rocking hard on them things, right? Texting 911 so someone would call you back. Top Gear Rally. I didn't even know this had a game at that day. This has been a pretty big thing for a while. Top Gear has. See if you can see the very front. I need to probably back this up a little bit. Can't tell. The other page is just Dark Rift. Ever be nimble, ever be quick, or ever be sliced by Gore's big stick. Hold on, I don't know if I can get that in there. Yeah, I gotta back this up. Hold on. Oh, no, that ain't gonna make that. I gotta tilt it up, maybe. Alright, I'm doing too much. I'm messing with too much right now. I just need to finish the book tonight. Alright, here we go. We got Clay Fighters again. Up here, Clay Fighter 63. And a third. Look at the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy game that they was offering at that time. I don't even watch that now, let alone want to play it. Oh, here we go. This was Nightmare Creatures. This was that one I was telling you about. Hold on, let me see if I can get it to come in. There we go. Nightmare Creatures. This is that game I was playing. Look at the graphics at the time. Dude, that had a solid score right there, man. That had a solid score. Here were some of the monsters right here. The Faceless Man. The Werewolf. Zombie and spiders. It even tells you how to fight them. To jump in with a combo, then sidestep to avoid the lethal long-reaching legs of the spider. Harpies, giant insects, golems. See, this was, I remember using this right here to find these. Yeah, I remember using this. I think the double axe staff was one of the ones I found without using the strategy guide on my own at one particular time. Man, it just looks it looks so blocky and choppy, right? That was that's your roots though. You got to know your roots, man. All right, hold on. I know I keep telling everybody I'm not going to mess with this no more, but I swear I'm done after this. This is the last time. Absolute last time. I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to bring it back up so we can see full page, because I definitely want to be able to see full page. And we'll zoom in as we go if we have to, because I do like the zoomed in factor of it. It made it look a lot clearer so you guys could read it. But I hate that you're missing so much of the book now. You know what I mean? So much of the book is out of the picture, and I'd rather be able to you at least see some pictures with a little bit of blurriness or something like that. And then if we have to, we'll zoom in. God, it just looks so shitty. Wonder why it looks so shitty. Who knows? Oddworld. I definitely fucks with Oddworld. I remember this. And Street Fighter Plus A. I can't say I remember Street Fighter Plus A. It looks like it was a 3D Street Fighter. Look at that. I didn't even know they had that at one point in time. The player selection. Oh, it was 5-on-5? In team battle mode, place your best fighters in the first and last position to give your team the best chance of winning the contest. That's pretty cool. That's a different little thing going for it. Nuclear Strike. Don't remember that one. I like how they label this right here up in the side. They call their PlayStation reviews Pro Views. Hold on, I'll see if I can get it in there. Right there, instead of a preview, because it was like a before the game actually released. Oh look, it has a price for it, $49.95. It's good to see that games haven't really fluctuated too much as far as price. I don't think I've ever paid more than $60 max for a game, to be honest with you. Maybe the Final Fantasy VII Collector's Edition when it came out. I might have paid $80 for that. G Politics. Oh wait, G Police. Dude, I'm just reading what I want to read, right? I don't know what I'm seeing anymore. I've been getting words wrong this whole night. Only thing I remember, I remember playing this, but what I remember mainly was how he used to go, Eeboo, Eeboo doo doo. That's how he used to talk to all the other ones. Mega Man X4. Mega Man was a fire game. I think I have the Mega Man X series in there, but I don't think I have the X4 one in there. This was a good game, I thought. Sigma was always a good boss, final boss. Know if any of y'all remember that or not. Looks like a big boy controller for the PlayStation. The Eagle Max, analog, wheel, digital modes, and 16 hyper programmable functions. Damn, bro. What game would you even need this for back in the day? To have 16 functions and commands on it. Croc, Legend of the Goombas. It's Goombas, right? Goombas. Yeah, that's what I thought. See, Croc was just pretty much another character that just didn't take off, I feel like. The Gecko was the same way. Gex, the Gecko, they had a couple of good games with him, but it just didn't work itself out to where he became a household name. The way Crash Bandicoot did and everything else. Steel Rain. What was this? Looks like a tank game. Maybe you were firing tanks back and forth at each other or something like that, of that nature. Parappa the Rappel. But this game was so fire, bro. It was fire because as bad as the raps were and stuff, they were actually good. And it got hard. Like when you got to the police lady, the car with the police lady, it got hard. Like for me, it did. That's where I remember messing up on the game was when we was in the car. You had to do all that timing. Oh man, Marvel Superheroes. Wait, no, that's not what I had. I had Capcom versus Marvel 3 or 2, whichever one's like super worth the money right now. Whatever Capcom game that was, I had that at one point in time. Ghost in the Shell. I didn't play the Ghost in the Shell game, but I was very fond of the anime. I believe it was one of the first ones I ever watched, to be honest. Man, this was a good fighting game. I don't know what happened to the fighting games to where only Mortal Kombat rules the realm right now. You know what I mean? But these right here, these were good games. When fighting Thanos, stay in the air a lot. Thanos loves to send the floor flying at you, and if you land behind him, you can hit him for some severe combo payback. Use the Infinity Gems immediately. If you get tagged by a small combo, the gem goes to the opponent. So they even had the gems involved? That's crazy. I don't remember that. But also, I don't know if I had that one. I think I had Marvel vs. Capcom. Sonic Jam. Oh, that might have just been a combination of Sonic and the Sonic games. Don't remember Sky Target. I didn't have a Saturn, so that was one thing I didn't own. I never did own a Saturn. All right, we can just blow past this. I don't do the sports section. It's just not in my wheelhouse, guys. Sorry. Am I going to play Dead by Daylight? I might. Honestly, the reason the Dead by Daylight tag is up there right now is because I tried to use Facebook's hanging out section. So, you know, it's just like the Twitch is just talking. And it would not let me post under it. So that's why the Dead by Daylight tag is up there right now. I'm going to try to change it after I get done with the stream. And yeah, we'll just have to see how the night goes. I mean, this is only going to take us maybe a couple more minutes. We're getting toward the end of the book as we speak. This one didn't have as much as I was into. The last 96 episodes seemed to have a little bit more of what I was in common with. You know what I mean? Maybe I fell out a little bit, but I don't have too many books from this year. I've got November and December from 97. I probably had some more at some point in time, but I just I don't have many more. Okay, let's back to sports again. Sports again. More sports. Final Fantasy VII. Look at that. Chocobo Farm, the Mithril Mine. Which part is this? Which one is this? This is the second installment of a 3-part survival guide that takes you through events after your departure from Midgar right up to Shinra's Branch Office 1 in Juneau. I used to love having these. These used to make me feel so special in a way, man, because not only were they helpful for any particular game that you were playing, but you didn't actually have to buy the strategy guide, which you would usually run you to $20, $30 at that point in time if you could even find it. A lot of places like GameStop and stuff like that had them. Apparently we have a missing page from Abe's Odyssey. But here's the second part of the Final Fantasy strategy guide, along with the Cosmo Canyon, Gold Saucer, the best. I can't believe nobody ever built a Gold Saucer theme park. Like, you know how Japan is about their games and stuff like that. I can't believe that they never took advantage of the fact of a Golden Saucer theme park. This is the area. This is a strategy guide for Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, and how they broke it down. This is cool. I like how they broke this down. Let me show you this real quick. The strategy guide was a little bit different as far as it didn't just tell you where to go, but it would give you A, B, C, D, all the way to E, F. You know what I'm saying? It would give you the entire level and picture. So, I mean, imagine how helpful that could have been for you at that point in time. If you're in the game, all you had to do is look over at D and then see how much further you knew what was to the left or to the right of you without having to take the trip down that path. These guys suck, dude. Every time they would see you, they'd bust off on that gun. Looks like it's just more of the strategy guide. We're definitely getting towards the end of the book because that's how the books are set up. They start doing the strategy guides and the pro guides at the very end of the thing. Ooh, this lethal weapon just slipped through your customs. Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. Where my anime fans at? Huh? I know y'all recognize that Joker. Aero Fighters Assault. Another like a dog fighting game. Not dog fighting, but you know what I mean. They call pilot on pilot fights or dog fights when they're in the air. That's my boy Gex. Enter the Gecko. You can't be mad at Gex, man. Gex was the man, right? I thought he was cool as shit. I liked when he did his little James Bond version of the game. Yeah, Gex was fun. I liked him as a character. More strategy guide. Ads for the Gregsky 3D Hockey 98. Whoa, look at this bad boy. If you're playing games on a TV, you haven't played them yet. Connect your game console to Scuba instead of TV and take your games to a whole nother level of intensity. Incredible visuals, dynamic stereo sounds, zero distractions. Now you don't just play the game, you're in the game. Scuba lets you play whenever or wherever you want. It's compatible with the Sega Saturn, Nintendo 64, and the Sony PlayStation, and all other NTSC consoles. To get totally immersed, call 188-SCUBA-FX. Dude, if this was around right now, I would fucking buy it. That's amazing. It's just like a mini monitor to go over your head. It's almost like a 3D mini monitor or something going over your head. You know what I mean? So, can we get a shout out for the most throwback VR set ever, the Scuba? I didn't even know Philips had done this. Oh yeah, once again, Darkstalkers returns. It's my game right there. I think I might even look into finding it, you know what I'm saying? Seeing if I can't get it on one of the systems I've got at this particular time. Rampage. World Tour too. Oh, I forgot about the mummy character. Some Colonial Wars game. I used to play with her, Felicia. I definitely used to play with Felicia. She was fast. Oh, look at the glove. Look at the video game controller glove. Reality Quest. For more information, go to the glove website. Okay, so I see what this was. I see how this did. This strapped to your arm. Okay, here, let's look at this a little bit. Okay, so the back part right there strapped your arm set in, and then your wrist went through the little middle with the logo, and your palm set right here on this, and then your fingers were actually on the controls. So you would put it in like that, and the fingers would be like, that's how you would move and shoot. That's pretty badass, to be honest with you. I could see a controller like that nowadays. Like a wrist attachment controller. How weird would it have been though? L1 and R1. Triangle, X, circle. It might not even been that bad. How would you move direct? Oh, the D-pad was on the side. Oh shit, that's badass. The D-pad was on the side. Lord Raptor, I played with him too, the zombie. Sasquatch. Victor von Gerdenheim. Pretty much, the characters were pretty much, you know, like vampires, werewolves, stuff like that, and then they just added the names to them after that. Oh, this was the strategy guide. This was the fight guide for Street Fighter Plus A. Because it has all the buttons and moves down here for what they stand for and stuff like that. I mess with fighting games a little bit. Definitely mess with them more than I do sports games, but still not a huge fan of them. Mainly because I tend to get my ass whooped. Guys, don't get stuck. Get your GamePro. You gotta fill out your information to mail these in. You're only 97, about 24 years behind You might get an issue. Who knows? Highly doubt it. Just looks like really just looks like the rest of the strategy guide for the fighting games. There should be an area with cheat codes here in the back. There it is. The SWAT Pro video game strategy event. This is pretty much cheat codes. It was cheat codes and little tips. Look, this one was only available in the arcade. You had to do this. You had to do this cheat code in the arcade in order to get it to work. Oh, I didn't know Mace the Dark Age was an arcade game when we were looking at it earlier. This was just like a retail page that would tell you the various prices of games and game consoles and when you could buy them and everything, like the release date and everything. So here, I'll show you just a little close up on that real quick. Video game. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Video game hint books. Breath of Fire 3 now $11. Oh my God! You know how much a strategy guide for that thing is right now? Way more than $11. Let me promise you that. Try 100. So yeah, that was the release dates of various games and other things. Come on now, focus up. Focus. There. More tips and trips for the arcade. And fan mail, Funko fan mail. Game Shark codes. Game Shark codes for the PlayStation. Wild Arms. I have that game. I like Wild Arms. Reloaded. Reloaded was fire. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have reached the end of our journey. Tonight was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Nothing too harsh. I mean, we didn't get into anything too serious. Nothing too bad, you know what I'm saying? My table looks crooked as shit. I just realized it. Who cares? Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. We might fire up a video game here in a second. I got a dentist, not dentist. Why am I lying? I've got a what is it called? Shit. Eye doctor appointment in the morning. So I have to get up like a regular day of work, even though it's my Friday, and I usually don't work on Fridays. Do me a favor. I know we don't have any viewers right now, but I'm still gonna rate my boy because he's on and he's the homie. Let me see where he's at. Let me see if he's still on. I don't know if he's still on or not. Yep, he is on, and he's playing Resident Evil 4. So we're gonna go over there and drop in the raid. You guys, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me tonight. This is a continuing work. What do they call it? Work in progress, and work. Whatever the hell you know what I mean. I'm working on lighting. I'm working on focus. I'm getting everything ready for even better quality game magazine reviews. So just bear with me, and I'll figure this thing out eventually, man. I appreciate it, and check me out. We might be back on tonight, if not tomorrow after the event. And we're about to raid my boy Serval, and everybody have a good night.